Welcome to Learning Environment in the Differentiated Classroom. I'm your host, Kathy Marks. First of all, let's talk about the characteristics of an effective learning community. Everyone feels welcomed and contributes to everyone else feeling welcomed. They acknowledge each other, there is direct and positive attention, flexible and comfortable seating, time to talk and connect each day. There's also mutual respect that is non-negotiable, and the teacher helps distinguish between feelings about something done and the value of a person. They help the students solve problems constructively. In an effective learning community, students feel safe in the classroom. There is no physical or emotional danger. Students know that they can and should ask for help, and they will get earnest responses. This encourages risk-taking. There is a pervasive expectation of growth. This includes general ability as well as specific talents. And students might chart their learning goals and growth and celebrate their growth, their own growth as well as other students' growth. In such learning communities, the teacher teaches for success. They're able to figure out where each student is in relation to their learning goal and provide experiences to push them. Scaffolding. A new sort of fairness is evident, where teachers make sure each student gets what they need to grow. And finally, students and teachers collaborate for mutual growth and success. Students help develop classroom routines and track themselves in their learning. Paving the way to respect and success. Teachers should continually coach students to be contributing members of a group. Watch your students work and help figure out their functional and dysfunctional traits. Create tasks and directions to guide them towards the functional. Involve students and groups in goal setting, reflection, and problem solving. And make sure your expectations are clear and that everyone has to contribute for the group to be successful. Plan with flexible grouping in mind. You can match students with tasks and assess in a variety of situations. But all of this requires good management, and research shows a direct relationship between the ability to manage complex activities in the classroom and the ability to teach intellectually challenging material. Teachers who are afraid to allow for varied groups, paces, and approaches tend to use passive approaches that end up dumbing down the curriculum. So let's get started with your learning environment. First of all, get to know your students with learning profiles, get to know you games, surveys, family visits, and journals. Make sure your continuous assessment is central. Figure out informal ways to check each student's understanding throughout the year. Don't get fixed on past judgments or data. Think about the possibilities for each student. Make sure your students see what you learn about them is used to help them work smarter and better to their benefit. Expect growth and change and use what you know about them. Let students tell you or show you how they are doing themselves. Effective learning communities need to build a community. Lead students to create a common vision of the class where everyone belongs, supports each other, and participates democratically. Show that diversity is a strength. Model interest in and respect for each student and encourage them to do the same. As a class, identify and clarify goals to aspire to. Using grouping is highly motivating and allows for the sharing of ideas and support. Go with flexible grouping. Teach up. Use multiple ability tasks with more than one answer to solve problems so that everybody can contribute. Assign individual roles within groups. Make accessible to everyone. Content accessible to everyone. Affirm competence when you see an honest and worthy contribution, especially for those of lower status among peers. Develop a physical environment to support learning. Provide structure, predictability, and flexibility. This can be accomplished by using tables or groups of desks arranged for traffic flow and observation. You can plan for multiple furniture arrangements for different tasks and think about specialty areas you want to have. Make sure you designate wall space that houses information for key assignments. You could even create a hint board with cards to remind students of directions of how to do different things. Make sure you post high-quality exemplars from past students with varied levels of complexity as well as current high-quality work. Store student materials with organization, easy access, and within your view. Have students turn in work in folders for in-process work. And designate a place for anchor activities. What have you already done in your classroom? What do you want to add? What do you need help with? Take some time to reflect on this. Thank you, and have a great day.